Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And today, Dominican Republic Weekly, Episode 9, October 22nd, 2023. We have a lot to talk about the border crisis with Haiti. We also have to talk about drinking water in parts of Punta Cana and sanitary water. Oh my, this could be an issue. And of course, we have new favorite beaches by Travel and Leisure that was voted for each island or sets of islands in the Caribbean. There's 18 on the list, so we'll talk about that. We'll also talk about Open Skies Agreement with Santiago and much, much more. And welcome. Stop Struggling Now gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And once again, thank you so much for being here. Everybody on podcast, social media platforms, please follow, like, subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. And better yet, please share the videos because you never know when somebody's actually looking for opportunities. Opportunities knocking on the island of Dominican Republic that's shared with Haiti, and there's billions of dollars being spent. But first, make sure you go to the Stop Struggling Now YouTube channel podcast page and please subscribe. Please like. And notice we have a few members that are shown. Members of the channel over here on the right, there's a few. And you, as a member, would receive special messages under the community tab. You receive 1 or 2 videos per month. You also can join me on any live stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday nights at 8:50 p.m. and 9:10 p.m. on Friday nights. They can join me on any live stream, discuss anything they want to. But on Wednesday night, only members with the icon can be in the chat room. That's it. And so, of course, they have special emojis as well. But let's get into it a little bit more, shall we? Let's go find out. Massive return of Haitians through the border with Dahaban continues. I don't know how to pronounce that, but I'm thinking it's Dahaban. Now, notice I talked about this 4 weeks ago or 5 weeks ago, and people commented down below those videos talking about the Haitian border. You don't know what's going on, gringo. You don't know Mr. USA. You don't know what's happening over there, so you shouldn't be talking about it. Did I not say at that time? The odds of them keeping the border open or having a situation that's going to be fine is going to be slim. So what are they doing? Closing the borders. You can't come over here. Fine. Why? Again, I go by economics. All countries go by resources. If you had billions of dollars coming in from foreign investors, you are going to make sure that you are going to protect yourself, no matter which side of any border you're on. If you have billions of dollars from investments coming in, you're going to make yourself be like, well, you know what? I don't have to deal with this situation over here. So I'd rather close it off than why am I negotiating when I don't need you, right? Let's face facts. So that is my stance upon this. Who's right, who's wrong, that's a whole nother ball game and issues. But again, Haiti's been thrashed for over a century, centuries, by different countries, including United States in the 1920s, 1930s era where we had occupied Haiti. Come on now. And the French as well. So it's not like there isn't issues. But the point of the matter is, if you are going to have to deal with border issues, this is what's going to happen. All right. So once again, I'll start right there. A constant trend in this province since the closure of the border due to the conflict generated by the construction in Haiti of a canal on the Massacre River. See, this right here turns into a full-blown escalated situation. Again, this is What you would think on the outside looking in, not necessary, but apparently it's necessary for somebody. All right? So, in case you don't know where Dahaban is, it's right here. In fact, let me zoom in a little bit more so people will understand. Here it is. All right? So, this is the crossing, but see, there's other areas as well. When you get down in through here, when you get down by Pedernales, which is down here, which is by the border, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, that's where Cabo Rojo is. Look at that. They're doing the damn thing right here. Cruise port, gonna be right here. Big time stuff happening on this side, and it's right next to Haiti. All right, so keep all that in mind. Now, Verón and the water. Bavaro, Dominican Today. I'll have links down below to all of these articles below the video. All right. Verón Punta Cana faces environmental challenges, lack of water supply, and sanitary sewage system. This is a problem. Punta Cana. The Verón Punta Cana Municipal Tourist District is grappling with significant environmental issues, primarily stemming from the absence of reliable drinking water supply and the absence of sanitary sewage system. Yoki Echevarria, the director of the Environmental Management Unit, UGAM, shed light on these pressing concerns, underscoring the alarming frequency. All right, there you go. We know there's going to be an issue now, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're concerned. I'm concerned now. Larimar, Cruise on Land, other projects, and even the bigger projects, Vistacon and all these guys, all the way along the line, we're building projects, not we, but we're part of these projects that they're just building, and they don't have the sanitary sewer necessary, and they don't have the supply of water necessary. That's a problem. All right. District characterized by constant expansion and development in the hotel sector, as well as the construction of condominiums and residential areas. I'm saying capture of protected or endangered marine species is a recurring problem in this region, leading to some cases being taken to court. This is a problem. All right. This needs to be straightened out like yesterday. So this is great. Now we need to address this. November 6th through the 8th, 2023, we're going to be in Dominican Republic. We're going to go to the Larimar offices. We're going to be at the Vistacana offices. We're going to be at Cruise on Land offices. We got to talk about this, right? At least I'm going to be talking about it, because this is scary. If you don't have water, you don't have business, you don't have nothing. All right? You need water. You need fresh water. And you need sewer system in place. You got billions of dollars coming in. That also indicates you need to spend some of that tax money and get this thing up to par. And I don't know where you're going to get the water from if it wasn't already there. This is scary. All right, here we go. Hotel trends, Hilton Trends Report. Travelers want more rest and relaxation in 2024. This is going to be the short version. Travel as a form of self-care. Notice, personal wellness and self-care, ladies and gentlemen, is very important. Like we were talking about, you need the sports courts, you need the wellness centers, you need the spas and the wellness centers, you need the relaxation, you need the rooms. Remember, I was talking about this. If you missed the 5-star hotel report, where I did a 5-part series talking about why do people spend more money, they'll happily spend more money if you give them the zen, if you give them the wellness effect, if you give them relaxation and no problems, no worries. Notice this is one of the top self-care, personal wellness. Look at this. They're going to reduce spending in other areas so they can travel and have travel experiences in 2024. Leading these trends, millennials and Gen Zs. That's in America. Just to give you an idea, that's around 50 to 60 million of those Gen Zers, millennials combined, that is thinking this way. All right. So think about it. The up and comers. So once you have up and comers, you have somebody 30 years old, 25 years old, 20 years old, 35 years old. They're up and coming. Their income is increasing over the years. They come to your place or your region, your country. They love your country. Guess what? They're coming back. That's a future customer that you now have. So put your best foot forward, ladies and gentlemen. That's what you're thinking as an island that's trying to, or a travel or tourist destination right now. Personalization and connectivity is based on online travel. 80% of travelers believe it important to be able to book their trips completely online. So you need that online presence. Well, we know who they are. You know, the short-term rentals, the airline agencies, the TripAdvisor, Travelocities, the Expedias, the Pricelines, all that, and then some. All right, business trip comes into mind. So where's the business people at? What are you going to be doing in your tourist destination? What are you going to do? You're in downtown Miami. They're putting in businesses, right? In office buildings, right? In these new condo, Airbnb short-term rental approved. They have business centers. They have meeting rooms inside the condo projects. Crazy. Right next to the Miami World Trade Center as well. This is awesome because all of this, you got the wellness, you have the money that they're saving so they have an experience. You're providing all of this. Now do you understand why people pay more to stay in the 5-star locations? All right, look what else we have. These same growing trends is in another article by Dominican Republic Sun, but they go over and rehash the same thing, so I went to that. But you'll never believe. Can anybody tell me what beach this is? This is in Punta Cana. But before I show you which beach Juan was voted among the best in the Caribbean, there's 18 beaches that people chose, the best of the Caribbean. Let me know if you know where this beach is. Now, shockingly, I was shocked, among the best because it's by Travel and Leisure. And look at here, Bavaro Beach was voted among the best in the Caribbean by Travel and Leisure. Now, they have white sand beaches. They do. It's kind of a little crowded sometimes. Not really, really crowded, but you know, there's people there. It's not overly crowded. But the 5 million monthly leaders, the travel magazine, is one of the biggest names in the industry. People voted for this. So here's that picture again, Bavaro Beach. This doesn't look like the beach I'm on at Bavaro. So I don't know where this is. But next time when we go, November 6th through the 8th, I'm going to be hanging out in Bavaro, El Cordacito, Los Corrales area. So when I go down to the beach, I'm going to go look for this exact type U-shaped little cove thing. I've never seen this before. So I don't know where this is, but maybe it's there. I never paid attention. Maybe it's way down or something. I don't know, but maybe we'll see it. All right. Now, they talk about new ranking confirms Punta Cana's position as leading beach destination. They're breaking records. We already know that. If you've seen previous episodes, especially episode 8, you know they broke the record for the first 9 months. All right. You know that already. Here's the list of the 18. You'll start noticing things. If people have been to some of these beaches, you'll notice something. Pigeon Point Beach, Trinidad and Tobago. Grand Anse Beach, Grenada. Grace Bay, Turks and Caicos. Doctor's Cave Beach, Jamaica. Labadee Beach, Haiti. Barbaro Beach, Dominican Republic. And Caracas Beach, Vieques, Puerto Rico. Again, that's very interesting. The little island that has like the coral that glows in the dark kind of place. That's cool. I don't know how to pronounce this one. In Cuba, the Bass, British Virgin Islands, Browns Beach, Barbados, St. Lucia, Aruba, and then the one at the bottom, Maho Beach, St. Martin. This is very interesting because it's the one where the planes land and they seem like they're just 50 to 100 feet above your head. They're probably higher, but the planes are so big it looks like they're going to crash into you, and then it clears the fence and then it lands. That's a attraction in reality. And the only thing I can think of is it's not really like a great beach, but they do have the little bar right there called Sunset Beach. You guys, if you do the live streams, I do the St. Martin, and every now and then there's the Sunset Beach, I think is what it was called, where the bar is, or Sunset Bar or something like that. It has like an iguana on there, if I'm not mistaken. I never really paid attention to the sign. But nonetheless, just giving you an idea about that. And then we have something else. Here's the thing. Abinator highlights Europe's leadership in tourism, investment with US $5 billion. This is Europe's $5 billion. This isn't like Hilton. This isn't like the Hyatt. This isn't like Margaritaville. This isn't like cruise on land, Larimar, downtown Punta Cana, Santo Domingo, Santiago, Jarabacoa, up in the mountains. This isn't like Puerto Plata, Cabarete, ocean villas out there. This is not like Pedernales. This is tens of billions of dollars over the next couple of years that are going to be coming into the infrastructure to build Dominican Republic into something that nobody saw coming if you said 20, 30 years ago this was going to happen. All right, let's talk about this. This is pretty crazy. According to data from the local central bank, there are approximately 1,000 companies with European participation in the Dominican Republic. That's European. What about the Asian? What about the Middle East? What about the African nations? What about Central America, Mexico, Latin America? They all are taking claim in the Dominican Republic. This is just the European participation, 200,000 formal jobs, which is very, very interesting. 10 million, what is it? 10 million people live in the DR? 10 to 11 million? So in 2 years, they're going to have 10 or 11 million tourists, when you include crews, coming to the island. You know how many jobs they're going to need? So, ladies and gentlemen, the cost of living should increase better dollar-wise. At least people should be getting paid more. That's at least what we hope, right? So you're going to need all phases for tourism, transportation, upkeep of the maintenance and the infrastructure. Those jobs generally going to pay a little bit better, right? So just keep that in mind. So again, opportunity knocks for business people. And Cabo, Pedernales, Cabo Rojo. Construction of the first 3 hotels and cruise terminal advances. Again, I'll have a link down below for all of these. Preparations are also underway for the international airport in the community of Oviedo. Is that awesome? And then look at this. Remember the European $5 billion? How much do you think these guys are going to spend together? These hotel chains, several prominent hotel chains, including Iberostar, Hilton, Marriott, Sunwing, Inclusive Collection, part of World of Hyatt, Charisma Hotels and Resorts, have expressed interest in participating in this development. Okay, they're gonna have 3 already. They're gonna. It's an island. Well, it's not an island, but it's big enough where they can add 10 hotels. You do realize when they're making these, they're not going to be like $20 million. There's these projects, they're going to make residences there. It's untapped. This is like, it's a blank canvas. They're not just going to make some mumbo jumbo little, 100 units and 4 or 5 stories high and a pool and a jacuzzi and a bar and a restaurant. They're not going to do that. It's a blank canvas. These guys are about to spend hundreds of millions of dollars. Each one of them. Because remember, we need you to come to our resort. Hilton's going to build their Hilton and residences. Hyatt's probably going to do the same. Marriott's probably going to do the same. Iberostar is going to be all inclusive for sure. And then the other inclusive collection by Hyatt. So you already know they're going to do some damn things over there. So again, they're going to be all together. These guys are going to be putting in $5 billion themselves. Just for the infrastructure on building their buildings, getting the pools in and the waterways going and the streets and roads and all that. They're going to be participating and paying the taxes for all this stuff. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. And last but not least, we're all waiting on the Open Skies Agreement, not just from Santiago, but from every international airport, including La Romana, Punta Cana, Samana, all of them. Pedernales, when they finish that one, we want all of them to have the Open Skies treaty designation. Why? Because right now you can fly to Santo Domingo. You can fly there for literally on the East Coast about $110 round, not round trip, but $100 each way, or about $190 to $210 round trip from the East Coast. All right. But the other part is right now, not all airports in the DR will allow you to get that. Only like to Santo Domingo right now, right? Maybe Santiago as well. But those are it. If you're trying to go to Punta Cana, then they generally are charging like $300 round trip, 400 and up round trip. So that stops tourists. So what do you think's going to happen when all of a sudden they wake up one day and they say, hey, we have open skies for Punta Cana, which is the busiest airport. And then they already have it, I think, with Santo Domingo. You add La Romana into the mix. Now all of a sudden the eastern part of the island is going to be like, could you imagine $250 round trip? Like you can go to Mexico, $300 round trip, including your baggage and everything per person. That's reasonable. 600, 800, that's kind of crazy, right? So, and up. That's almost like, well, wait, if I'm going to spend 800, I might as well fly to Europe or anywhere else for that matter. So that's something to think about, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to wrap this up, but thank you so much for being here for the Dominican Republic, episode 9, October 22nd, 2023 edition. I greatly appreciate it. Smash the like button, share the videos. And with all that said, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And I know it's hard out here. And that's why this information that you're getting gives you opportunities, insight into if you're a mover and shaker. You could think, wait a minute, maybe I should go visit the island. Maybe I should go over November 6th through the 8th with Eric and a few people and talk to the excursion guys, the furniture guys, the find out about housekeeping and management companies and loans and what I can get myself into, because you're going to be in a growing market by the millions, not just a growing market from like 1 million to 1.2 million, 200,000 people over the 2-year span. We're talking about a jump of 500 to 1 million more tourists landing on the island like in 2024 than they did in 2023. It's already happening right now. And from 2022 to 2023, there's going to be an extra 500,000 to 1 million visitors. Next year is going to be the same. So that's why I'm doing these Dominican Republic Weekly, so at least you have some semblance of what's happening. And with all that said, keep your head up, keep moving, and I'm out.